Today on One, Always There.
Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Today on One, Venture Prophet apologizes for tribal remarks. Rehoboth, a sleepy town, say residents. Otweya residents fear for their lives. And police officers also live in shacks, says AR movement.
Local preacher and entrepreneur pro-King Greystone Mackenzie recently landed in hot water after a WhatsApp voice note of him making tribalistic remarks was leaked by an anonymous source. Mackenzie made hurtful remarks which did not sit well with people of Damara descent, as it was meant for them.
Damara people are people that goes to church just because it is a church. That's why you see, I am the only rich Damara so far. Damara people is just a disgrace to the anointing.
After the clip went viral, Mackenzie quickly released a video recording of him apologizing to the Damara community. He says it was only a joke he made to his friends in a private WhatsApp group, which people mistook for an insult.
I want to take this opportunity that is granted unto me to apologize to everybody that I have offended, especially to my Damara tribe. I want to apologize to them from the bottom of my heart. I have strong love for my own tribe, and I regret everything. I don't know what was happening in my mind or what came in my mind for me to say that. Yeah, we learn from every mistake that we make in life, and I have learned my mistake in a hard and the baddest manner that anybody could learn his lesson.
Community activist Mervyn Klassen said he was upset when he heard the voice note, but the fact that Mackenzie retracted his statement indicates that it's no more than a human error.
I went to his office and he took me through the process of how the conversation led to that extent, which does not justify anything that was said. We fight against tribalism every day within Namibia. You know, we're supposed to be celebrating this diversity, but this diversity has come as cursed. So I was disappointed, highly disappointed, because for starters, I believe and I know that a lot of people look up to him, and I look up to him. As much as I was angry, he also claimed guilt and he apologized, and he used different platforms to apologize also. And I believe when somebody apologizes, it's an emotion that expresses that the person takes guilt for it and wants to restart and creates new changes.
A resident of Katutura's Damara location also commented on the tribalistic audio clip and demanded that Mackenzie meet with elders from the Damara community and officially apologize in person.
I want him to apologize to the Damara nation. What he did was, he can have his reasons for doing this, but it's not how he's supposed to address that. If he has got an issue with certain communities where he's staying or his church members, then he must address it as such. But to involve the whole Damara tribe is out of context.
Apostle D. Daniels Nsomo, father of the prophetic movement in Namibia, referred to the WhatsApp voice note as silly and uncalled for, but is certain Mackenzie meant no harm. He is asking the public, especially the Damara community, to forgive Mackenzie.
We can't support tribalism. You know, we are in a democratic country where everyone is free to express their own view in respecting other people's rights. And we have to know that where our rights stop, it's where the other person's rights start. For me, on my side, I will just ask the Damara community to forgive their son, who is Prophet Mackenzie. It's their son. It's like your son burned the house. You not take him and put him in the house. So he did a mistake, yes, in a joke. And I also would advise those who, circulating, forwarding the voice that is not right.
Be it for laughs or to shame a certain group, tribalism is wrong and must be discouraged everywhere, says community activist Mervyn Klassen. Mackenzie fully agrees and vows to never participate in any form of hate speech.
Win free airtime with One Africa TV. Share your comments on the channel. SMS your feedback, name and town to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
Rehoboth is described as a sleepy town by residents who claim that nothing happens in their town in terms of development 30 years after independence. Residents from Block E informal settlement in Rehoboth said every drop counts in their community, as after 30 years of independence, they still lack proper sanitation and water supply. For years, Rehoboth residents in the informal settlements have been using the bucket system to relieve themselves, which is a concern after the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic and hepatitis E. The residents are pleading for assistance from government to bring change to the town.
En hier is nou klomp klein kinders. Daar hulle nou ook op papa. Maar daar staan nou uitgooi toilet. Hier sit vullis op en hier is meer eens plek waar ons moet nou gade vrou vir vullis ingooi. Daai alles is probleem, maar daai goed word nou nie nagekyk nie. Kragpalle. Hier staan nou so 1 2 3 palle wat moet nou die straat beginnen hier, maar het is nou net daai ene, die rest is nou dood. Sê maar, hier gaan nou niks aan in Rehoboth nie. En hierdie het is net reëse, wat in hierdie straat nou water kraan. En het is nou net deur coronatyd wat nou daai goed so gemaak het, daai ook gemaak is. So, ons moet nou goed nog maar ons weet nou nie eintlik vir wie ons moet. Die mense wat ons ook is net tot ver, tot hulle se kwartier. Ons hoor net, dis nou weer wat ons nog gesien het, as hulle nou kan bring.
Jager further said that the residents gave up on the leaders in Rehoboth as the residents feel that they do not lift a finger even when residents report maintenance issues in the community.
Get the season's savings at OK, like Rama spread for bread for a low $31.99. Pocomo Wheat Bix for just $38.99 and Nescafe Classic for only $59.99.
Swipe your count on card to enter and you could win a bucket too.
OK, owners you can count on.
Residents of Otoya informal settlement in Wolfish Bay are living in fear following an incident whereby a woman was nearly murdered this weekend. Residents of Otoya spent the night in the open on Sunday after one of the tents in which a woman was sleeping with her 2-week-old baby was broken into. The occupant was found unconscious while her baby was found placed in a plastic bag. The woman was taken to the hospital where she is recovering with her baby.
The mother was found laying on the bed with a scent in the mouth, and the mouth was tied with a cloth. The whole body was tied by the neighbors, who woke up thereafter when they heard the sound of the little one crying. Yes, at this point in time, the child is safe and in stable condition, and the mother is also recovering well in the hospital. These particular suspects are not yet known. They were wearing balaclavas, and it's not clear what they took from the tent yet, but investigations are continuing. We are urging the public to assist us in tracing and arresting these suspects. We also want to warn the public to be vigilant, particularly during this time, to unite themselves in neighborhood watch groups and provide any information that can assist the police in solving these crimes.
Fearing that the culprits would return, the residents decided to sleep outside their tents.
Paturi papu Joseph yo motenda matura kano safety yasaka tatu moni kuna no ashige pangero na litare pona jitumanguru ko shimashiringa tatu vite na nando itu penga vitati kuja ozi vijondo no opoto karatozi tetura pona ndo rumbo kambashu kali ndirimo safety ile ngerungwe na tatungu ka ikharaja sasini mangete tere fanta kutua mama skolongo na gatano ga guste muno ka maza pam dar maskondo na gatano ga guste ko verite sigo pa fina to yamugo anu to na shikoshine ne tuno ku karaka tuna patatus tatu turai ga me tenda tatu kero.
Meanwhile, the Wolfish Bay Mayor Wilfred Emmanuel says the municipality condemns violence against women and children and says that they have rendered their support to those affected.
I want to comfort the family and even to show our sympathy as a municipality. It's a hope that such a thing had happened, whereby the municipality is busy preparing the site to relocate people from Otoya to their decent houses. But from our side is that we are feeling also that we totally condemn what transpired. We cannot allow this type of things to happen.
The police has still not made any arrests and is seeking the public's assistance for information that might lead to the apprehension of the perpetrators.
The top, that's where we all aiming. To be the top Jita, top company, to be at all the top grooves. To feel those top sensations. We all want to be at the top of our game, no? Earning the top dollar, men say, yeah, the top. With top score. Because for us, there's no bride unless it's a top bride. With some top chicken drumsticks on the grill. And there's no pub unless it's top score, cooked at top speed. With the top taste, the top aroma, the top texture, you know what I mean. The top, that's where we all aiming. And that's where Top Score takes us. Top Score, a proud product of Namib Milks.
Police officers have always been at the helm of destroying shacks of people living in an informal settlement, but they too live in shacks. The Affirmative Repositioning Movement AR has reached out to Nampol Inspector General Sebastian Daitunga to help assist police officers living in shacks. The Affirmative Repositioning Movement spokesperson Simon Amunime said that there was a miscommunication on the AR projects and that the AR movement is planning on helping different sectors in society and not just the police.
In relations to the letter that the activist Chief Dr. Shpolam Anda issued that was written directed to the Inspector General Daitunga, seeking future relationship in terms of the provision of housing for police officers. We've learned from the public to say that we are being discriminatory and we are not inclusive of other security clusters like the NDF as well as the correctional services. But we want to put it on record to say that the affirmative repositioning is very confident that we are going to take over the city come the 25th of November. Hence, us already starting prior to taking over office in terms of engaging our key stakeholders in terms of those areas of society or those sectors in society where we have specific programs of action and intervention to change the status quo. And one of the identified one was the Namibian police. You see, the Namibian police perform a very critical role because we've seen alongside the years, we've always had clashes with them. But we begin to understand that these problems are not the making of the Namibian police or to say the Inspector General Daitunga, but it's a self-made problem by politicians that are greedy, that want to continue suppressing the ordinary Namibians.
Amunime added that helping police officers is only the beginning and that they will have a more detailed structure in their upcoming manifesto.
So most of the police officers live in informal settlements. So they either rent shacks or they either elect shacks themselves wherever they stay. But again, this is the same people that are used to go and demolish shacks of other poor citizens when they set up this area. So our call is to say that it's not specifically that we just want to assist the police and we will not assist the NDF, we will not assist the Namibian Correctional Services. No, it's that we have programs and intervention that are going to speak to the needs of specific groups in society. If they can remember, we've spoken already about the taxi drivers. We have a specific program of action in terms of writing of their 36,000 warrant of arrest. We have a specific program that's going to deal with students' accommodation, for example. And this is a program that is responding to the needs of the police officers. We understand, for example, some NDF members reside in barracks or at the base of the NDF and so forth. But this is just to say that we don't want to be everywhere. You must have certain intervention and program of action that speaks to a certain group. Then when we are done, then the next one.
He further stated that once the AR movement takes over in the regional and local authority elections on the 25th of November 2020, they will bring real change to the people of Namibia.
Imagine opening your Nedbank account anywhere, anytime by simply taking a selfie. Introducing Identity Today, a platform which enables you to open your Nedbank account, scan the Nedbank QR code with your smartphone camera, and immediately follow the instructions on the link that will open up in your web browser. Follow the simple steps to complete the account opening online form. Have your identity card or passport ready. Take a selfie and send it to us, and your new Nedbank account will be opened and confirmed in 3 minutes or less. Visit www.nedbank.com.na to shift your account to Nedbank today. Nedbank. See money differently.
In other leading stories, The Namibia Airports Company, NAC, hosted a one-week computer-based training for NAMPOL personnel deployed at the Hosea Kutaku International Airport and Eros Airport at the Namibia Institute of Public Administration in Windhoek. The training took place in line with the provisions of the Memorandum of Understanding signed between the NAC and NAMPOL in 2018, as well as on recommendation from the Namibia Civil Aviation Authority following their audit in February 2020. NAC CEO BC Uirap stated that the training is aimed at equipping frontline officers with the necessary techniques on detecting and handling of dangerous goods during security screening. Passengers and their carry-on baggage are screened to ensure prohibited items are not carried onto the aircraft. Screening on international flights also ensures passengers do not take more than the allowed quantity of powders, liquids, aerosols and gels into the aircraft. And since mid-March 2020, when COVID-19 broke out in Namibia, the Namibia Wildlife Resorts Limited Board and Management worked closely with their shareholder, the Government of the Republic of Namibia, through the Ministry of Public Enterprises, to find ways of mitigating the effects of the pandemic and ensuring the sustainability of the company. Therefore, the past 6 months have been most challenging for most Namibian companies in Namibia. The COVID-19 pandemic has and is still having an enormous impact on the tourism and aviation-dependent organizations worldwide. Most, if not all, shareholders, company boards, executive management in private and public sectors alike have done the same in being first concerned with the well-being of their organizations. Government has therefore availed an amount of 40 million Namibia dollars in its 2020-2021 financial year mid-year budget review and medium-term budget policy statement. The last time the company received such financial support from government was in the year 2017 for an amount of about 6 million Namibia dollars.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages.
The Anti-Corruption Commission seized a vehicle of Thompson Hamtukilipi, a Mercedes-Benz, from the residential premises in Langstraat, Walvis Bay, as per the issued warrant under Section 22(4) of the Anti-Corruption Act 2003. Hamtukilipi is one of the suspects in the alleged corruption case being investigated by the ACC. Citizen asked who has been driving the car since Thompson was arrested. Miller said the commission should also confiscate the farms as well. Henry said the ACC has done well but needs to speed up the investigations. Kakolo said it is too late to take such actions now. Zipexman said the ACC has done a sloppy job for only seizing the vehicle and leaving the property. The public transport sector has returned back to loading full capacity with the previous taxi fares effective as the recent COVID-19 update, and taxi drivers are thus warned against exploiting passengers and to adhere to the said health protocols. Mason said half of the Namibian population is out of work. Pala said such a crime can be regarded as fraud. Tony said paying 250 Namibian dollars from Windhoek to Omaruru is not fair. Kangobe said with the taxi fare back to normal and full boarding means safety is compromised.
And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on to DN1.
I'm in a meeting.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Okay, let's get right into it. Can we talk about the Q2 fiscal report? Ricardo, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Pewa. Well, it's clear we're feeling the economic headwinds. Profits have leveled and we're...
Sorry, guys, it's my dad.
Did you hear? I'm in first place. And I just broke the lap record.
Dad? I'm a bit busy here.
Oh.
Okay. Where?
Oh, sorry.
2020 just got crazier in a good way. You can now enjoy fast, reliable, and uncapped internet at 25 megabits per second with SpeedLink Light Plus at crazy prices starting from as little as 898 Namibian dollars. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world.
Win free airtime with #LearnOn1. Share your comments on the lessons. WhatsApp your feedback, name and town to 081 200 6659. #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
A look at the weather forecast. The Namibia interior, partly cloudy and very hot in the far north. Elsewhere, cloudy and hot to very hot with isolated thunder showers, but scattered over the central, eastern and southeastern regions. The coast, partly cloudy and cool with showers over the central and southern coast. The wind, moderate northwesterly to southwesterly. Now a look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
Hey yo man, acid corrosive versus acid commercial. This battle's ridiculous, man. You got me battling acid commercial. I'ma slaughter acid commercial right through the neck, man. Just give me a beat, I'm ready to kill, man.
Alright, that's the bit right there, acid corrosive.
Hey yo, my style is better than this nigga's trying to battle me. From my understanding, it's all about your gravity. You're stuck in space like a goddamn astronomy. Acid corrosive, it's an acid commercial. I'm a potential influential than acid commercial. How dare you wanna battle me? You trying to test me? You're just a fanning of my intellect faculty. I'm highly compactable like liquid mercury. Spit art bars that can fit your brain gallery. I create a better world with my rap like catastrophe. I'm highly educated, spiritual individual. My rap complicated like I'm performing a ritual. I'm a gasoline star trapped in the universe. I intersect the universal power universe as I stand like a black hole galaxy in the universe about to reverse the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, man. Don't play with me, I see commercial. I just sacrificed the lamb, man. I just sacrificed the lamb right there, man. You don't want to mess around with acid corrosive. You can't play with me, commercial. I'm better than you, man. Yeah, I'm better than you. Come on, get a give me pro.
Acid corrosive, man, I respect you. You have knowledge out of the box. The people want to hear you. Competitive lines, that's why.